Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 7th episode of the 2nd season of Honzuki no Gekokujou. And last episode, Lutz. He got his time to shine, he got his development, and basically just his family circumstances. We've always had issues there because they weren't exactly super supportive of his career path, so, you know, butting heads kind of came to a head last episode, but I think by the end of it we got to a bit more positive place, so that's good. I'm not sure what we're going to move into now, but I'm going to watch the episode, and that'd probably be a pretty good way to find out. So, let's do that. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, we're moving over to her home now? Are you... Yes, she is. I had a feeling. Wow, okay. She's actually going to have a younger sibling. Wow. Okay, that's wow, that's really cool development, actually. I never expected that. I'm not sure why I was confused. The name's pretty self-explanatory. Both in English and Japanese. But yeah, okay. She's gonna be a big sister. That's crazy to think about because this is tiny. It's like her little sister turns 5 years old and she's already bigger than mine. Because I like to imagine mine will stay this size literally forever. You know, if I was mine, I would ask Mother where babies come from, just to mess with her. I wonder if we'll actually get to see the baby be born this season. New retainers. Oh yeah, that's what the title was. I remember now. Because it just told me. Man, nobody knows. Yeah, it's really not that complicated of a concept. Book with pictures. Well, yeah, I mean, if it's got pretty pictures, you don't have to read. It's nice. I suppose it would. Alright, so that's why we get a new retainer. But how well can you draw? I'm guessing not well. Better than mine. So. Weakness. What exactly do you mean by that? I guess he just means one more person to have to protect. Yeah, we're still working on that, aren't we? Oh, music? Okay. Get this girl a tambourine, somebody. Okay, so we're getting 2 new retainers then? Hopefully they're friendly. Than our last batch. That's why I said get our tambourine, or maracas. But you're not gonna turn down mine, are you? Oh. Well, she's not gonna argue against that. Well, there goes that idea. And how did that go? Wow. DeadFishOverlord. I thought listening to them pronounce it would help, but it didn't. Can I have a cookie mine? Oh, I love you, mine. Not too different than mine. So... yeah, let's watch you say mine. I mean, you kind of are, sort of. Like you got a blue robe. Huh, okay. I would imagine. Hands off mine, guys. Let's not phrase it that way. Makes a very good point here. Education, knowledge is power. You really should take that to heart. Okay, Rosina's finally in. I don't even know who this person is, but hopefully we will. Harsh. Can we pick an easier to pronounce an instrument, please? I'll even take a shamisen. Singing. Okay. Did not expect that. Wow. Of course he's enjoying this. I never thought I would see this man sing in this show. I kind of want to hear mine sing now. It was great. It was good. Good. Yes, do it, mine. Show us what you got. Just don't break it. Don't drop it. Just don't drop it. I could probably do that. Dode, yeah, those... She knows... I'm sure she knows, like, basic music stuff. So... Definitely doing better than I would. The man is stunned by mind skill. As he should be. I was hoping for some singing in mine, please. Again, she's a special case. Because I think they teach them music stuff in Japanese schools. F with those books, mine. I was kind of hoping we would get more retainers her size, or at least a bit closer. So, hello, it's nice to meet you. She seems quite nice. One job. And other jobs. I think she likes it. That's why we chose you. Yeah, let's see what your skill is like. And again, please sing as you play it, if possible. Okay. That looks pretty hard to play. I'm not sure he likes being ordered around by her. She almost feels a bit noble-ish despite having gray robes. Is that what it is? Because that's kind of the impression I'm getting, at least. There might be some complicated circumstances here, perhaps. Because, yeah, I mean, just being a gray robe that can play in general is a bit surprising. So... yeah, I definitely want to know more about her. She definitely has piqued my interest. My curiosity. This Ojo-sama-like girl wearing gray robes. I'm sorry I neglected you, Delia. We can play later. I'm working very hard playing this instrument, thank you very much. I mean, it's kind of what we brought you here for. So Rizina might have her own issues we have to deal with. It's a fair point. I mean, you can do all the general stuff. But, you know, we'll talk about it later, as she said. Again, acting like she's the boss. You definitely got to address this. Yeah, who exactly do you think you are? Just curious. Yeah, not yours. In fact, you are mine too. I mean, you're my retainer, so... if you could not give him orders, that'd be great. I don't think she's getting along too well with our group. Mind laying down the law. Well, you didn't exactly explain why you are. One thing. Yeah, definitely a little bit confused exactly how Rosina sees things. Sure. So is she spoiled by her past? Okay, I guess it makes sense now. She was just spoiled. We're gonna have to deal with that, yeah. I imagine mine would just want to work through this rather than giving up on it. Yeah, I don't think she's just gonna give up. Gotta give her a good spanking and she'll fall in line. Yes. If anyone knows how to get through to her, it would be you. Gaining that perspective. I'm sure she's willing to work with her. I mean, we've dealt with worse. Okay, our discussion. Well, Gilgamesh said what's on his mind. I mean, technically, teaching the instrument is a form of working. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil you like your last master. But your hands can do more than just that, it's fine. First time for everything. Like now. Follow their example. Yeah, I mean, it should still be preferable. Oh no, the instrument. I mean, being with mine is always preferable than whatever your previous life was, regardless of circumstances. That's the real root of it. Was not expecting tears there. Please don't stain the instrument. That seemed like a positive response. Okay, we got her. Finally can't even understand it. Keep her like she's a pet. Just gotta be careful of the paper cuts. I can't read that. Good thing she can. 10 days, man. How much could you really learn in 10 days? So I want to hear mine sing. Please give me that show. Speak up, mine. I can't hear you over the BGM. Oh. Wait, is she singing now? Yes, she is. Thank you, show. You heard my prayers. I'm glad. There's only a few seconds, but I appreciate it. I'll go back later, listen to it again. Progress has been made, thanks to Rosina. Well, that was something. Just... Huh. I did not know that. It wasn't the reason she gave us. Was that just... I mean, I'm sure there is. Well, it's a good thing mine's not a man, so... I wonder if we'll get more into that next episode. So the one that we see and thought would be smooth sailing actually has some baggage of her own. I mean, she already had some baggage in the sense that she wanted to stay at the orphanage, but... It's a little bit different. We definitely resolved things with Rosina much more quicker than we resolved issues with our first set of retainers. I mean, Rosina wasn't really that bad, she just... I mean, I'll talk more about it in the discussion. Wilma and Holy Scriptures for Kids. Okay. People might misunderstand. Can't argue with that. Oh, that's a pretty cool illustration. Got two new retainers with mine like physically above them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that one. By Sagara Riri. I assume that's a female name. I'm not sure though. Anyway, that was the 7th episode of the 2nd season of Honzuki no Gekokujou. And the first big bit of news we had this episode was baby. Mine's gonna be an older sister. Have either a younger brother or younger sister. It's hard to say which one, but I will find out eventually. You know, with the technology here, you're probably not going to find out until it's actually born. But regardless, Mayan's already making preparations. She wants to be able to, like, make a picture book for her baby brother or sister. And because you don't need to be able to read to be able to enjoy a picture book, because it's got pretty pictures, and that's what matters. So she wanted to have a retainer that could kind of help with that, because her drawing skills are not exactly top notch, I would say. So, but nobody knows what a picture book is, which doesn't help. I don't know why they don't know. Picture book. It's a book. It's got pictures. Pretty straightforward compound word. I don't quite get why they don't get that. I know it's probably not a thing that really exists much in this world. I get that, but still, just the name should be enough, I would think. But I guess I can't compare my common sense with theirs, a different world and all that. But anyway, moving on. Moving forward. So, yeah, Wilma was the one that she mentioned right away. So, yeah, this is basically where we find out why we'd be getting new retainers, or at least one new retainer. But apparently we were going to get two, because apparently having Wilma there for the picture help assistance was not enough. We needed another for music, which she needs to learn, because she needs to learn more of that noble culture and all that. So, yeah, that's still a work in progress, like I said. So, and her name, I keep forgetting her name. I'm not good at remembering new names. Maybe she's on the list that I have over here. We'll look through that real quick. Rosina, yeah, she's on the list. Okay. Yeah, Rosina, she's the music one. So, the first one we saw, though, was Wilma. I wasn't sure if she was a character we had seen before in the show. I'm still not quite sure, but we see her now. And, yeah, the first thing she says upon saying this was kind of a bit of a rejection. Like, I appreciate your offer, but I gotta stay here. Gotta take care of them. That was the reason she gave here. Yeah, that was pretty much the only reason she gave here. But that wasn't a deal breaker, because Mine was more than willing to work with her like she generally is for her retainers, you know. And she wanted to try to get permission for some kind of special arrangement where she could help her, but still, like, live there, right? So that was the task at that point. And we got her instrument to try to play, which we got to hear the blue-haired priest play it and sing. The singing definitely surprised me, but his playing was pretty good, his singing was pretty good. So yeah, I was impressed. You know, mine being mine is always the best. So yeah, then we switch over to Rosina. More discussion about her. And also discussion about mine being a, how do they phrase it, convenient baby maker. Like, just, yeah, not the best fate for sure. Like, she's always been trying to avoid that kind of thing, so anything she can to avoid that would be preferable. See, when did we first see Rosina? I'm trying to get to that point. Yeah, it was after the singing. Yeah, mine plays a little bit of it, just like the basics, because she does know, like, basic music stuff, like, what are they like, do, de, fa, mi, I don't know basic music stuff. My point is, she does, and that was impressive to him, because commoners usually wouldn't in this world, because the kind of basic education you would have in modern-day Japan in our world is much higher than a commoner would get in this world. So, things like this, of course, continue to surprise him. You know, this is the same girl that invents all this crazy stuff to just change the world forever. I did enjoy seeing the stunned look on the retainer's face, like, oh my god, she actually can kind of play it. Like, what is this magic? But she regretted that pretty much immediately. So yeah, this is where she went to go get Rosina. And then she showed up, doing the usual kind of cross thing. My first thought was, yeah, very Ojo-sama-like, which mine said there. She has this pretty nice hair, like, pretty long, flowing. She has a bit of an air about her. And initially does not come across as a commoner, like, at all. And I wasn't sure why that was, but of course they would elaborate on that later. Yeah, basically just telling her that that's what her job would be, and she's more than happy to do it. So, yeah, this is where it begins. She tells our retainer, Fran was his name, right? To go get her Hartspiel, the instrument for her. Now, this was a little bit weird because, like, why couldn't she just grab it? I actually didn't think too much of it at that point. I noted other people's reactions to it, but I didn't think anything was too odd about it until she did it a second time. And then I started to realize, wait a minute, this is a little bit weird. She's got a gray robe, right? She's not in a position to just be giving orders like this, right? That's when I started to think of that, when she said the second thing. But her playing was great. I mean, that's to be expected. That's the whole reason why we got her, like, chose her, right? And then the first shot of Delia in the entire episode, I think, was her just yelling at mine. Yeah, they're not big fans of her, because this was the main conflict of the episode. So, yeah, we brought her on board so she could teach mine to play the instrument, right? And I even made that kind of like, you know, meme comment, like, you have one job kind of thing. But I didn't realize at the time how untrue that was, how much of a plot point that would be. Because mine did, like she said, this is your main job, but I expect you to do other things. Not realize how important that would be at all. Because she seems to think that that should be her only job. Now, they were trying, I get the point of the episode, but what she's doing, the whole music thing, that technically is a job, like it is something. So making comments like those who don't work, don't eat, or whatever, don't really apply here completely, because she is doing a job. She's not doing everything that she would be expected to do, but she is doing something. So that bothered me a little bit, bringing that up when she is technically doing something. But I get the overall point of the episode, so I'm trying not to miss the forest for the trees here, but it did bother me a little bit. So when was the first point we confronted her about this? Yeah, this is when we get like a nice little angry face from her, asking why she's giving Fran orders, which she's not in a position to do. And she just like, why? What do you mean, why? Isn't that a completely natural thing to do? But it's not. Like, right out the gate, she seems to just not realize her own position. That's the real meat of the problem here. And mine tries to explain to her, like, this is my retainer, not yours. So, like, how was this hard for you to understand? You know? She just wasn't quite getting it. It's like acting like a child that was told that the earth is round. Like, just, it was odd. Yeah, she just like, she can't believe that she's expected to do other things. Isn't that the work of gray-robed priestess? This might be the biggest example of lack of self-awareness I've ever seen in a show. Like, she says this line. It's even funnier the second time I looked at it. Yeah, isn't that the work of a gray-robed priestess? Do you not realize what you're wearing, woman? I don't know, it's just... again, I get the point. It's just the things this girl says with a straight face, like she just doesn't get it, you know? And even mine's like, what? Because what she just said was ridiculous. She's wearing a freaking... Anyway, moving on. I need to move on. Yeah. I may damage my fingers doing servant work like that. Okay, so... Yeah, here's the thing. Obviously, with the kind of stuff she's saying here, she's very much acting like a bit of a spoiled brat kind of thing. But, like, quite different than the typical sort of spoiled brat you would see in anime, right? Like... It's hard to explain the difference, but she's not, like, bitchy about it. That's the closest word I could think of. It's just more like, it feels just more like ignorance. Like, she doesn't realize that she would be expected to do these things, and doing these things she's never been told to do them before. It's not like she's... it's really hard to explain the difference, but it's not like she's aggressively talking down to people, like, how dare you expect me to do something like that? Do you not know who I am? Like, she is kind of doing that, but in a very reserved, subtle malice. Maybe that's a good word for it. Like, she's doing this stuff without any kind of malice or ill content. She just doesn't quite get it as a result of the kind of upbringing she's had, the kind of warped perspective she has on things because of that. And we essentially just have to carve away that misunderstanding to get a nice path going for her to become a proper retainer, which she of course can do. There's no reason why she can't be taught that she can and is expected to do more than just play the instrument. But we had to get to that point. But we had to get there. So I don't know if I did any anywhere near approaching a decent job of explaining what I was trying to say there, but I tried. In this line here, I'm different from other retainers. Why is it so hard to understand? It's just funny, because again, she's the one that doesn't get it. The problem is with her, but she's acting like the problem's with everyone else, like they're the ones that don't seem to understand the situation. It's kind of funny. Like, you can't really be mad at her because of the lack of malice, but this can't be allowed to go on. That's the thing. At first I thought maybe I was misunderstanding something, but no. The issue is just entirely with her. And we talked about it with 2 people, and we worked, and we, figured out what we were gonna do about it. And it pretty much just came down to laying down the law. You're not Christina's retainer anymore. You're mine. I understand what your role was with her. That's not gonna be what your role is with me. We are 2 different people. Like you don't get the choice between us. You get a choice between me and like the orphanage or whatever. Like that's how this works, okay? I know you've sort of become accustomed to a certain amount of being spoiled, but it's not gonna fly with me. You either accept that or you don't. Those are my terms. Think about it. It's pretty much what it came down to. And Wilma, I think, kind of helped her make her decision. And in the end, she agreed to cooperate. So it all sort of worked out. She just has such an airheaded kind of disposition, didn't she? But she's good at the instrument. That's what matters, I guess. So, I think that's most of what I wanted to say on the episode. Yeah, they agreed to do that. Apparently we were gonna demonstrate what we've learned after 10 days, so we had some hardcore lessons. Okay, I'm just gonna... This is the part where she sings. I'm just gonna kind of silently watch that real quick, so just bear with me on that. Yeah, very brief, but she does have quite a nice singing voice. Which to be expected, I do quite like the voice actress, so... Of course, she did a good job with that. And yeah, he's impressed by it. And then we had this little revelation. Wilma doesn't like to be around men. So, yeah, I don't think there was any real hint about this in the episode, at least not that I picked up. But it could be part of the reason why she didn't want to leave the orphanage. Because we have at least one man as our retainer, like... Fran was his name. Why am I so bad at names? But, yeah, mine did not know about this. So... since we ended off on this note, I assume we're gonna get him more into this next episode. I'm not sure how we deal with this problem at all, but if we could help it a little bit somehow, I guess that would be nice. So, yeah, we'll see. Not much to say about that because it was just the last 10 seconds of the episode, but it does let us know that we may have some stuff we have to do with Wilma before we can move on to something else. But yeah, for the most part, I do like Rosina. You know, personality flaws aside, she seems quite nice. Like, underneath all of that pseudo-Ojo-sama-ness of hers. But anyway, yeah, pretty solid episode, I would say. So, we'll see how things go next time. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.